Okay, we're going to try and put the roof together. Now this has a slight curve to it. This piece, you have to match it to this piece here. So I soaked this pretty well and managed to stick it on there. Now, got to take this piece and wrap it around the edge. It also has that curve, has to match that curve. So, I'm gonna maybe try it like this, get that glued down, and come around and do the other side. Let's see if that's gonna work. This has been soaked pretty well, so I'm not too worried about it breaking. Go around a little more. Alright, well, let's hope that holds together till it's dry. And I guess we'll look at the deck top for the back there. As I've been finding with a lot of stuff for this kit, these are supposed to slide in there and they're just a little off. So basically, we're going to have to file this a little wider. Well, not yet. Well, that's pretty good. Nice and snug anyway. So if we're uptight on that, I guess pretty good. This apparently is going to need to bend down onto that. So maybe I'll have to soak this a little bit. And then we'll put this in a soak for a bit. Now, while we wait on that, I guess we could work on the engine cover. Well, we've got this little piece, they say, that we need to stick in here. Once again, needs a little filing. I'll try sanding with this. Went at an angle. All right. I'll just glue that in there. Okay. All right. I'll get the parts out for the engine cover, and we can put that together. Okay, we've got the pieces that are going to be the engine cover. And again, it's going to have a kind of a peaked shape to it, which means, oh, well, it's a good thing that broke, I guess. I was going to soak it, but it seems to work that way. So we'll get these glued. Now these pieces here are going to go on top, but they need to be brass colored. The rest of it is going to be red. So I'm not going to put these on right now. Get the rest of it put together and see. Let's see. Oh, I guess I'm good to stick this on like that. And then the sides can go on. All right. In the interest of saving time, I'm cutting out these repetitive things. I'm just gluing the second piece on, which was the same. And we move to the sides. This wood is very easily broken. All the grain is going the wrong way. Just, it would snap just like that. Let me get that in there. And again, I cut out the gluing and putting in that other side. So now that cover is all done. Okay. And these all go in the spots indicated there. And that will be that. This piece, very thin little piece, kind of broke into 3 pieces getting it out. But that's just a ridge cap along here, which we can try and fit actually in 3 pieces if we had to. Wouldn't be too hard to replace it with something on one of these strips, but anyway, I'll get the rest of that done. We need to move on to, I guess, the ladders on each side would be next. Get those done. Now, making the console for inside the cabin here, I've discovered that again, with this kit, apparently pieces you have to sand them to fit. So it's a good thing I tried this before putting these sides on, to take just the top part and sand it until it fits down in here where it's supposed to. Like that. You can see on the floorboards they've marked where that's supposed to be. Also, there's nothing in the instructions about how to put this thing together, so you're kind of on your own. They do show you a picture of the finished one and in place, but nothing about part numbers or how to put it together or anything, but it's fairly straightforward, I think. You got 4 of these pieces, which I had to search out because a lot of them fell out of the boards. So if you're finding blank pieces of wood like this just laying in the box, don't throw them out. You're going to need them. And also this piece that I was puzzling about is actually got to go on here so that the helm or the wheel itself can sit there. I know it's awful small, but that right there says T1. And on the only hint as to it belonging in here is in here, where this has got T1. Actually, it's got T1 and 2. So I guess, I don't know if originally they had a thinner part or what, but this one now is fat enough to be both T1 and 2. And they show something around the sides of it, but I don't know what that is, unless we put strips around it or something. But anyway, I'm gonna glue this together and see if we can fit it in here. We've got the stairways done. Again, you find these stairs are supposed to slip into these slots. They don't. You have to sand each little tab down a little bit, or else get a small file to file these holes open a little more before everything will fit together the way it's supposed to. But we got that done. Still got these pieces here that go on the engine cover, which we're going to paint brass. We also have more of these, which are the portholes that go on the superstructure. We're going to paint those brass as well. And we've got the port lights, the starboard and port light mountings, which we've got to put together. This ladder goes on the stack, which is in the pack of cast parts and things right there. So we're getting closer. as soon as I get these all done, we're gonna paint them all before it all gets put together. So when we get ready to paint, I guess we'll get back to you.